good Christmas sing-along. But if you're looking for a brand new addition to your festive playlist, well, we've got just what you need.
Oh, look at this.
No one sells it like her, Gary.
I was going to say,
It's
you don't
true,
get
Gary.
that anymore on telly.
You don't get that shimmy anymore,
No.
I tell you, literally.
Wow, I love it.
It's more than 30 years since he found fame with Take That. Gary Barlow has released his first ever Christmas album. Let's have a listen.
And
Sheridan!
Gary joins us now. That was Sheridan Smith. I mean, she looks so much fun. But you wanted an actress for that song, didn't you?
Well, you know what? Last Christmas, where I don't know how you all felt, but felt like we'd been robbed of a bit of Christmas, didn't it, really? And so what happened for me was I was nipping off into my studio, sort of prolonging the festive spirit by starting to write these songs, having a bit of a nice time, to be honest. And when I got to New Year, I thought, you know what, this could be an album for next year. So I set work on it, and this song was probably the third or fourth I came up with, and I instantly thought it's not just a singer, it's an actress. It's about a couple they've fallen out, but Christmas heals everything. Isn't that what Christmas
Brings them
does?
back together.
Brings them back together.
It does.
And I thought of Sheridan. We'd actually, I didn't know her that well, but we actually met in the dark corner of the Blackpool Opera House, waiting to go on for the Royal Variety Show last December. Yeah. Which was, we performed the whole show to TV screens on seats. That's where we were up to.
Those are the best areas, aren't they, to get in with someone?
Yeah, do you know what?
Because
those things,
Shadows.
everyone's meeting, they're all in dressing rooms. It's a nice experience, that. So we exchanged numbers, and when this song came around, I just thought of Sheridan.
She's something else, isn't she, Sheridan?
Oh, she's a massive talent. And she was filming a big series at the time up in Manchester. She said, I'd love to do it, but I can't come to London. I said, don't worry. I got in the car with my laptop.
Oh, wow.
Got in her hotel, and we recorded it in about 20 minutes.
Because you're so used to that now as well, with the
Everyone is.
The lockdown, the crooner sessions and all of that. That was kind of what you did for so long. And did you know that anyway, or did you get better at the technical side of your job?
Do you know, I've been lucky enough. I was 14 when I got my first computer, when it was those enormous Apple things, and I've always been good with technology. And that's what, being in music's kind of about now. You've got to have the technological side. I make records in the back of a car, on an aeroplane. It's brilliant, really.
It's amazing.
Not many people do that, though. I'd say most people, if you're good. You're a great writer, you're a great lyricist. That, for most people, is probably enough. They know that there'll be other people that can do that. So you've just always had that curious brain, have you?
You know what it is? I hear. As I'm writing, I can hear what the strings are meant to be playing and what the flutes and the drums, and so I need to get it into the project. Yeah. I need to start hearing it. I never hear just a melody and a lyric. I hear the full thing.
So do you just want to rush and get it all in as soon as possible, so
Yeah.
you don't miss out?
Yeah.
Let's talk about this album.
Yes.
Why a Christmas album?
Do you know what? Like I said, I think that last Christmas felt such... didn't feel like Christmas at all. I think the one thing we learnt from last Christmas was it's not about tinsel and sweat, it's about people. It's
That's
about
so true.
having the people we love near to us, and we all felt like we didn't quite have the Christmas we wanted. So it was kind of born of that. And I was meant to be on tour in June. It got moved back to now. And so what I'm doing on stage is actually touring 2 albums at once, which is something I've never done before. But it's been great fun, and we've been out for the last few weeks. We've got 2 more shows to go. We're in the O2 tonight and finishing in Newcastle tomorrow. Thank goodness, because it all feels starting to feel a bit weird. So, but the audiences have been there. This has been the crazy thing, that you read all this stuff and you think the world looks like this. And I walk out there in the evening, it's fantastic. Everyone is this is the human spirit,
And that's
I guess.
why you do it, isn't it, Gary?
Yeah, I want to, we want to entertain the audiences as long as it's safe and everyone feels safe. We want to get out there and sing and
there's nothing like going to see live music as well.
It's just great.
When I've been to probably only 2 or 3 gigs since lockdown finished, but the spirit when you go to them is something else, isn't it?
Yeah.
And also, I think people have definitely, with my concerts, have decided, no, we're going to go out and have a good time tonight. And no one's telling us any different. And they come and they stand there and they have a great... And we love it, of course. because it's why we do all this. Is why we make music, is to eventually put it on a stage and see audiences react.
When you decided to, Alison, please, if you would, for the vinyl. Sorry. Appreciate it.
You've got a record player, haven't you, Derm?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There you go, there it is again.
Gary, when you decided to... Thanks, Alison. Awesome work. When you decided to do the Christmas album, obviously you want to do some classics and you want to do some originals. So what's the disposition? What you got?
Yeah.
And how do you work out what classics you want to do? Because there's so many great songs you can.
I know. And, you know, the other thing is that I don't know if Christmas songs ever really get the appreciation they deserve, because we just think of them being Christmas songs. When you start taking apart and looking at the DNA of these songs, they're wonderful pieces of music.
Is it a formula then? Is it a special Christmas formula then?
You know what? I don't think it is, because if you think about it, what we're listening to now is probably about 70 years. The range of Christmas music we listen to is over 70, 80 years now.
Yeah.
And they're extraordinary songs, and they're all very different in their own way.
What were your favourites growing up? Like, did your parents play, like, the old Nat King Coles and the Dean Martins and the...
Sinatra, all that stuff. And, I mean, for me, like the question you asked about how do you pick these songs, I think there's certain songs you just don't touch.
Yeah.
You know, like Fairy Tale in New York, don't touch that. Your Last Christmas Wham, don't touch that. But you start... For me, I had to sort of take the songwriter hat off and put the singer hat on and go, right, what can I turn into my version? And that's when you start to get a group of songs together. And of course, for anyone who does anything involved with Christmas, whether it's TV shows or music, you know that the reality is that you're going to be in the middle of a recording studio in May when it's boiling outside recording this music, and we were.
Yeah. One of my favourite things, actually, like doing the radio, one of my favourite radio shows of the year is sitting down and planning the Christmas radio.
Really?
Yeah, because you've probably got 20 songs you can play in a couple of hours, and you've got to really carefully pick those Christmas songs. It's great.
Your orchestra, they dressed up, didn't they? They dressed up in their little outfits.
Thankfully, they did. They brought the spirit to Abbey Road in May, which was good. They had tinsel and Santa hats.
Just look, you've done some great duets. They're the Papini sisters you've got there. They're brilliant, aren't they? You've got, obviously, Sheridan we talked about.
Aled Jones is on it.
Aled Jones as well.
So here's the story of Aled. When I did my first TV at Pebble Mill, 1986.
We are going way back.
Song for Christmas. I was 15, and there was another 15-year-old on there doing his latest single, Aled Jones. And we've always kept in touch and talked about doing something, and this has been the time. I thought it had to be this.
That's so
being
nice.
a Christmas album.
So what is Christmas like in the Barlow household? What is it like? Give us a little rough picture. What do you do?
Alison, it's pretty traditional in our house. We don't do anything off-piece. We do the dog walk, we do the present opening, we do the turkey, although I'm going to be getting some tips later on. I'm interested in this now. It's quick, is it?
It's a quick bake, bake.
Bugs in the microwave.
yeah. But we do all the normal stuff, you know, watch Strictly and fall asleep watching the telly,
But I tell you what, though, Alison, Gary, you know, obviously we worked together many years now at X Factor. And so I've been around Gary's house for dinner. Gary is a great cook.
And my wife is as well. We share it up. We half it. I do turkey, roasted. She does desserts, all the veg. So it's a team effort.
Well, I'm hoping to get an invitation.
Well, I tell you what.
We've got to talk about Waterline. I watched it yesterday. It's the first time I watched it. It's really good. It's really good, actually.
Talent's good.
Is she going to win the Is she going to win the money?
Well, I can't give that away. But it's been fun.
Have you enjoyed it?
It's been great being back with some, you know, mates, Dawn and Craig and Alicia, old friends of mine.
Oh, there they are. Dawn French. I just love that woman.
She's brilliant, isn't she?
Yeah, she's
so
been
amazing.
Great. Yeah. So we've had fun. And also, for me, and I know you feel like this, Dermot, anything that gives a window to undiscovered talents always gets my vote.
Yeah, for sure.
And O2 tonight.
O2 tonight, second night. We had a great night last night. Like I say, audiences, you'd think you're walking out in a different world. They're having great times and we're loving it. We've got a great band and dancers. We've got a big show, and Leona Lewis is on with us.
Oh, great.
She's our opening act, so we're having a ball.
Gary, it's always a pleasure to have you.
Thanks, Gary.
Thank you.
Great to see you, mate.
Yeah,
the last time I saw you was 12 years ago when your daughter was being born. I went on a shoot on their video, and you had to run off, didn't you?
I believe Daisy was being born that day. She's 12
now.
now.
Bye, Gary.
She's 12
so
now.
excited.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's 12 years ago.
12 years ago,
Unbelievable.
Alison, yeah.
Gary, it's so lovely to see you.
Nice to see you both.
Thanks, Gary.
Happy
Big
Christmas.
love. Happy Christmas,
Happy
mate.
Christmas to you.
Dream of Christmas is out now. Cheers,
Oh,
buddy.
wait.